All right, and now I am joined by David Reese, linebacker for the Florida Gators. How you doing, David?
I'm good. How you doing today?
No complaints, man. No complaints. Little technical difficulties, which has been really fun.
Yeah,
But aside from that,
we finally working.
aside
We
from
finally
that,
got it working.
I'm gonna start with the very obvious question. How has the first day of spring ball been?
The first day of spring was great. It was good to be back running, back on the field. I mean, we all love to play football, and that's what we came here for. So it was good getting back to it, the grind, working out, letting it all be show in the field, and being able to put what we've learned in the meetings and the stuff we've been doing in the weight room. It felt good to put it on the field.
Yeah, and you're someone who had a few injuries over your time in Gainesville, but assuming you're healthy now, what has your process been like to kind of rehab and get back into football shape?
My process has been it's been a long one, but it's been very, very rigorous and very time consuming. Very, it's just been a long journey, but we're bringing it along together good.
And now there's new leadership in Gainesville under Billy Napier. What has this process been like? Because we know that Coach Napier is kind of the guy where he's very focused on attention to detail and getting all these things done. So what has your process been like, or what has the offseason been like for you guys?
At first, with a new coach coming in, it was kind of different, but I feel like the team is bought into Coach Napier's vision and his goals for us as players, people, as a team, and I feel like he's came in with the right approach. Being the coach of a new team and having to get to learn like new players, personalities, names, I feel like he's handled it very well, and he's made the effort to show us that he wants to be here and he wants to help us succeed.
And how I'm trying to say this without being bashful. How different has it been to be a player under Billy Napier's regime as opposed to the previous coaching staff?
Um, there's some differences just with like how the program is run. Coach Napier has his ways of doing things. Coach Mullen had his way of doing things. It's new faces around the staff. I mean, it's still football. We still got our things we have to go to, be on time. The expectations are the same. But I mean, it's been good. One thing I will say is Coach Napier really harps on the aspect of getting to know your teammates more and not saying, hey, so and so, like being able to call your teammate by his name and have a relationship with them on and off the field.
Okay, yeah. So I'm assuming before it's just like, hey, like 88 or whatever number you're trying
Yeah,
to get
like
in
before
touch.
we didn't really bond and stuff as much as we do now as a team.
Yeah, and then now you guys also have this insane support staff. The Florida Gators now have one of the biggest football staffs around now. How has that impacted the experience? I know that you guys kind of got parking issues cleaned up, and
hmm
you got food or higher quality food coming in now. So what else has changed for you guys off field?
Um, Off the field, we have a few more people put in place to help us as far as our bodies and stuff like that, taking care of it, nutrition, um, mainly the rehab and recovery aspect of off the field with football, making sure we take care of our bodies when we're not on the field or not participating in workouts or team runs and stuff like that.
And if you're able to, without giving away too much of the secrets, can you tell us kind of what we can expect your role to be in this defense? Because the listeners know by now that I'm a massive fan of Patrick Toney and Sean Spencer, and I love what they can do, specifically with outside linebackers. So, can you give us a little sneak peek about what your role will be in this defense?
I mean, all I can really say is that we're gonna get after it. We trying to go out on the field, make plays, be game changers, and just come out with wins.
And we're going to go backwards a little bit now. We spoke about the new regime. We spoke a little bit about the old regime, but I'm going back to even before then. I'm going back to your high school days because I want to hear a little bit about your recruitment because you were someone who, you were a 4-star at some spots. You had offers from Alabama, you had offers from Florida State, Georgia, Miami, and quite a few others. I believe you had 16 total offers. Uh, what was it that made you pick Gainesville and come to Florida?
When I chose my college decision, it was well, I really didn't even know too much about football when I did make a decision, honestly. But I chose my decision based on the relationships I had with some of the previous coaches under Coach McElwain, Coach Tim Skipper, and Coach Jawan Sider. They really made a difference in just the experience and the connection I had with them was different than a lot of places and a lot of people that I had met before. And Coach Skip was somebody I really wanted to play for, just from how he treated me, my family, and it was just always sincerity. And I felt his genuineness.
Anybody else make money this weekend? I did. It was a great weekend for me. BetOnline is where I've gone for years. I think. Wow, I think this is our 5-year anniversary for BetOnline. So there's that. BetOnline.net is the fastest and easiest way to bet on all of your sports action. Florida, not super efficient when we look at efficiency. So Florida's not super efficient on BetOnline, but hey, that's the name of the game. BetOnline.net covers award shows, TV shows, and reality TV with real-time updated odds and props on almost anything you can imagine. It's the best way to place your bets, and it's 100% free to sign up. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today. That's always how I do it, you guys know, and that is how I will continue to do it. BetOnline.net is where the game starts, and it's where you're going to go after the game to check out just how much money you won. It is spring break time. And spring break time means summer is right around the corner. It is so much closer than people even realize. I got a vacation at the end of June, and guess what? That is less than 3 months away. So I need to be on my diet stuff right here, and that's exactly what I'm doing with Built Bar. Built Bar is the way that I hit my sweet tooth craving because you guys know at this point I've got a horrid sweet tooth. But Built Bar is coated in 100% chocolate, so that makes it great tasting for me. Most bars have 130 calories and just 4 net carbs, which is the primary thing I care about when I'm looking at any nutrition facts, along with 17 grams of protein. Throughout the hidden stashes, Reese's in the desk drawer, Kit Kat in the cupboard, Skittles wherever you hide them, I don't care. And get Built Bar so you don't have to sneak around. Built Bar is always coming out with new limited time flavors too, so you'll never get bored. Use promo code LOCKED15 to get 15% off of your next order. And so then just going back to the past couple of years, you got to do one of the things that very few people get to do in college. You got to play college football alongside your brother. So how cool was
Mhm.
that for you to be able to be on the same team when he came over from Mississippi State?
Man, honestly, it's a blessing. Not too many people get to do things like that. Just being able to, I mean, when I was hurt, being able to go out and watch my brother, uh, give him give him pointers, help him with his craft. Just being able to see him do what he loved to do and just be a part of it. I mean, it's big for my family. It's big for my mom. It's a blessing to be able to have her sons on the same team, playing together. Like, I mean, it's something you can only wish for.
Yeah, and I know that you were injured last year. You went through some stuff, and Stuart Reese, he was a starter, obviously. Did you guys ever get to go head to head in practice? And if so, whatever happened with that?
I mean, it was a few plays before I got hurt that we got to go against each other. I mean, it was just great competition. We both competitors when they come onto the field. So, we both was just trying to perfect our craft and, helping each other become better players.
And I'm gonna ask because there was a little bit of overlap because you were on the team with another Reese that played
Hmm.
linebacker and the same name besides those two numericals he had at the end of it. How many times have you ever been confused with him, whether on social media or anything? Because I don't know if you've even looked, but if you go on like sportsreference.com and you look at David Reese's stats from Florida, you guys are just doubled up on top of each other. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Yeah. Man, ever since I stepped foot on campus in Gainesville, I've been getting mixed up with David David Reese. I mean, still to this day, some people hear my name or they see me and they ask me, am I him? Or sometimes I get DMs or get tagged in different posts, and people will be thinking I'm the other David Reese. But I mean, I don't really I don't really get mad about it and nothing like that. I mean, we do have the same name, and a lot of people don't know like the backstory behind us. They just hear David Reese and think, oh, that's him. So I mean, it's kind of funny. We used to laugh about it when we when he was here and we was playing together and stuff, and it was just something to have a good laugh over.
And now you've been in Gainesville for a couple years now. What have some of your favorite memories been since getting to Gainesville, just on the field or off?
Um, on the field, one of my greatest memories was beating Auburn. Um, Off the field, I would say one of my greatest memories was probably having my brother move in again. Just being able to live with my brother again and just have like that family. It was like a memorable moment for me.
And now I want the listeners to know what you're like off the field, because obviously you're a Florida Gator football player, and they're going to see you on the field. But something that people don't get to see very often with athletes is their off the field. And I know you like basketball and you played, and honestly probably could have played on the Gators team this past fall. How they played half the time. But what else are you interested in off the field?
Off the field, I like to. I like photography. I like to take pictures. Um, I like to play Call of Duty, Madden. I love spending time with my family. Just chilling with my friends. Kicking it, going to the pool, just enjoying life. Really, so much time is taken up by football and just being around football. And a lot of people they don't take the time for themselves to just enjoy life and realize that we still a human being and like we still have like things that we like to do outside of football. So that's what I mainly try to do is just enjoy life a day at a time.
And you mentioned that you play Madden. First of all, which system do you play on? That's my next
I
question.
I'm trying to get a PS5, but I still got an Xbox One.
Well, if you get on PS5, we're playing. But also, as someone who obviously football, does it ever bother you how unrealistic that game can be with certain
Nah,
things?
it definitely does. I play my homeboys sometimes, and like they might get a big play, and like they go to talking, and I'll be like in my head like this virtual stuff.
Yeah, like I know Darius Slay of the Philadelphia Eagles. He even tweeted the other day. I saw him. He was getting triggered by it. That he was like, "I set contain and the QB ran on me," and it was just
Yeah,
like, yeah, that's Madden for
nah,
you. It
it.
ain't.
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it really do get me mad because I mean there be some crazy stuff going on Madden.
And that about does it for our time, David. Thank you so much for coming on Locked On Gators. We'll get you back on again just whenever you want. Be sure to catch him on Twitter at dr4hour, and I mean on the field this fall.
Thank you for having me.